things. Nice. Another day on the Forbidden Planet. Yeah, I don't think there's any new information. This isn't a podcast of soul-sucking vampirism. This is more, I guess, reality, I guess. Something like that. So, yeah, UFO Congress. So I just doing I did something different. Will the world awaken? Well, to at some point, yes. Now, that's a tough one. A lot of pushback, obviously. Well, yeah, that's a tough one. Well, especially those that are so fixated on the physical, which is majority of why wouldn't you be? For survival purposes and everything. Yeah, but of course the higher frequencies are integrating. So I did a check-in on alien disclosure. Of course, that's a tough one, also. Yeah, well, it is being disclosed now. It's not as they would like it to be. There's no spaceship off the planet, that's for sure. If that would be the case, I don't think we'd be here right now. You know, the whole point of all of this is to have a doorway for those that might stumble upon stuff like this, and maybe find their way out, or find an alien religion and be lost forever. Which, you know, well, I guess it's allowed to be there because people have to learn. So, because the spiritual messiahs that have anointed themselves are building up so much karma for themselves. I don't know if they'll ever get out of this place. You know. But tricksters are allowed to do it. You know, it's because it's up to this, because the soul needs to learn, so they can get trapped here. Well, I mean, they can go through, not necessarily trapped, but just diverted, rerouted. Oh, I'm going through my awakening, maybe. Or, yeah, you are kind of. You're also put in a circle, in a loop. They just keep you trapped. They'll just keep you confused and everything. New Earth, whatever nonsense they pull out of their ass. Take your DNA, create a hybrid kid somewhere. And then eventually figure out, it's like, wait a minute, maybe they shouldn't have did that. And you're going to get their power back. So, anyway. Yeah. It's the wolf in sheep's clothing that's out there. And it's it's plain. It's once again, it's allowed to do it. For disclosure, I mean, yeah, obviously we're going through it currently. It's just maybe not the bells and whistles of getting out of here is doesn't seem to be the option. More like stuck here. Yeah. It sucks to be you. Tell me about it. Write a story on that, write a book on that one. Not everybody has to go through that, which is good. With the world awakened, most are not interested in this stuff, or it's just, I mean, I don't know, it can happen to some level. I don't know, it's just our imaginations, of course, look at for a ship to appear here and everything. I mean, they're doing the UAP stuff, so there's some of that. You know, it's like I get from them, the aliens, are just like, they can do it without showing themselves, let's put it that way. Yeah, because then they have to fucking be a babysitter to this planet. Then they already are, but then again, they kind of got themselves in this situation. They kind of did it themselves. So, yeah. You can say this world is obviously high priority due to how many are, of course, the challenge as well as to how many are stuck here, like the ghost realms. Like, somebody give up, you wonder why. Of course, if you're a regular person, of course, the challenge is still good. There's still challenges there, but at least the world recognizes they're here instead of trying to squeeze you out. Of course, they're trying to get everybody to lose their minds, but there are some exceptions. They push a little bit harder on some of us. Yeah, they really do. And that's the thing about you going through this I mentioned this yesterday, awakening process. Depending on who you are, yeah, there is consequences to, bringing in disclosure. Yeah, they kind of rip your soul apart. Always try to chop it for little pieces. Yeah, seriously, feed it to the dogs. It's fun. Not everybody has to go through that, which is good. Yeah, at least this hearing that went on this week, yeah, it is turning a lot of heads. So there's no real physical evidence, but either way, it's still part of it. I mean, the way you get rid of the shadow government, there'll be all kinds of evidence. And there might be some of that happening to bring them out at some point. Maybe. I mean, there's some good to it also because people are not ready for anything, so it keeps things shut down. It's one of those Men in Black things. So, it's Telecom, maybe. Sessions. Schedule. You have a shop here. Energetically, it's vibes are odd. So, yeah, the Pleiadians are here as usual. When you mess things up, you should be here a lot. Hopefully, doesn't mean they'll do anything, but you never know. Of course, it's not just them that screwed up here, but Atlanteans are here, and so on. Yeah, just some of them are angelic beings. Some of them are occult beings. Some of them are keeping this world shut down the way it is. It's like, we want it the hell that it is. And it feels like some of the Atlanteans, yeah, they got manipulated, but still, they made themselves part of the Illuminati, you can say. And I say a lot of Atlanteans are giving the Orions they're giving them some pushback. Because Orion's, yeah, at least a dark version, around Israel, they try to keep things in other places, but trying to keep things hostile. Now, for what reason is various control, of course. They can send, it sounds messed up, but they can send, like, they capture souls that they want to get information from, or they take their energy. They send them here to try and break them down. Like, they send them into an incarnation, try to break them down so they can grab their soul. Which is fucked up. Like, they kind of have it, they hijack their soul to some level, but they can't keep it, like, and they can misdirect it. Which makes you really, really feel warm and fuzzy about this place. And then they add a lot of hardships to them, try to take their power. So, yeah. They'll be on the next. That'll be in the next Marvel movie or something, maybe. Maybe they already have it. It's probably out there already. So, maybe not to that level though. So, anyway. All right. Where are we going to? Oh yeah, Pleiadians give us some kind of galactic update about. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that right Blessings. Greetings to you. The Palladians, the tall blonde Nordics. We're speaking to you as a collective. Of course, there's only so much we can say in your environment. Due to the way your world was treated in the past, well, there are some different ways of looking at how your world. We can say your planet was fated to. There's many timelines in your Earth's past that even before Atlantis even was born here or seated here. This planet was already on this direction already. As you can say, the aliens didn't fully understand it. I mean, they felt that they can reverse it, but they also felt that they had time. They didn't realize they're going to lose. Yeah, because this world's kind of outsmarting them. As some of you have some awareness of that. Yes, when the alien beings that are protecting this place but figure they have it all figured out and not realizing, yes, their intuitive abilities are being blocked as the world is being manipulated. So this is a very common situation. And you see people going through that in their everyday lives also. But sometimes they have to go through those darkness, that darkness to eventually see. Well, yes, and some, they're born to a gender and they think they have it all figured out, and then the universe says it's the mindset, which brings in a lot of trouble. Like I say, like you're king of the world or queen of the world, and it's like, not so fast. So some of that happening here. Those that are humbled can get through this a little bit easier sometimes. Well, you can avoid certain tests, let's put it that way. But others cannot. It's just some people are looking for status and symbols and so on. Your Prince Harry or King Harry or Harry. Yeah, he's a little bit worried that he might follow his mother's footsteps, but not likely. The media is getting, or the controllers are getting annoyed by him because he's out of control. He said some of his therapy was to keep him out of control. Yeah, he's like a hurt animal, and he's taking on a lot of his family's burdens. That's why his mind is not exactly well. And he feels like he's trying to fix what went wrong, but he's reluctant to really put the truth out there in the public due to his reputation to be tarnished and ruined. So he's done bits of it, but not the full scale of it. So obviously he's keeping a lot back. It's about the aliens in some respect. Doesn't mean he's an expert on it. But yeah, a lot of people are afraid of the alien agendas here. Yeah, it's a little bit too sci-fi for some of them. But that's why many of you are tuning it into this reality. To give some other points of view, some origins of anxiety, the help with health situations actually. It's up to the individual to want to be healed. Yes, there are lost souls that are here. And you guys can be lost here, maybe not for eternity, but some need to be lost for some time. Because they're just how they're gathering. You have to make a lot of mistakes for them to gather their power together. So, and some are in denial. They shut down their feelings and everything. But feelings do appear once again. Yes, it does find itself at some point, like there's a past life connection or things like that. Might take a while. Some are afraid of their feelings and so on. So the Palladian element here is not just us, it's all beings here. The animals feel responsible for this world also. And so doing everything they can for the help of the human experience, help humans figure themselves out, help them out of their challenges, or help them through their challenges, but to heal also the religions of the world. So there's some of the religions that's come off as friendly, but some of them are very isolating. Not to go into details of that, but to heal some of the ice of the fear that some of the religions are built, such as the sinning energy and just, it's basically just it's like be yourself. Obviously, with morals helps. Those that are immoral, a lot of them are looking for their sins to be cleared, but it doesn't work that way. Just come back to eventually. But on a moral level, good intentions, you can go far. This many are they're living, but not living the life that they could, as you can see.